In the third episode of In the City, I will be speaking to Vice Chairman Liam Heath. And afterwards, I will be joining him and Chairman Darren Lever as we look at some of the pubs that the city of Lichfield has to offer. Well, here I am at the Trade Tyre Community Stadium, and I'm here with the Vice Chairman,
Vice
is it?
Chairman, yep.
Vice Chairman Liam Heath.
Afternoon, Brooksy.
How the devil are you, mate?
I'm fine, thank you.
Excellent. I'll start off really by asking about how did you get involved with Lichfield City?
Years ago, my lad wanted to play football, so there's someone I knew was running an under-8s team, Richard Dern, at Beacon Park, so I knocked his door, and when I started playing football and I was watching, and then I think it got to about the October of the first season, and the chairman at the time came up to me and said the manager was travelling, going to New Zealand for a year, and if I didn't take it on, the team would fold. So me and Mark Swaffer carried on the team. End of the season then, he asked if I'd get more involved, and I didn't really fancy it. The way the club was structured at the time wasn't what I was used to, so I said no, and he said what would it take, and I said well, we'd have to change where we were meeting, try and get a base, try and get to chart standard at the time, which was the criteria for clubs that wanted to progress. And I said change the name to Lichfield City, because you need a team called Lichfield City in Lichfield. He looked astonished, but then there was a meeting and things got put in place. We changed the name, and that's where it went at the start of Lichfield City. I think it was after a couple of years. It was all the junior team section at the time, junior teams, and after a couple of years, this site went into receivership. Well, not the field, but the actual clubhouse. So we approached the receivers, purchased out of the receivers, and continued the lease. So that was in 2007, and we opened the clubhouse in 2008. And then we approached the council about tying in the actual land around the clubhouse, and then things started to progress from 2012 when we put planning permission in. Again, the floodlights. We started a senior team then, and then we needed floodlights to progress through the non-league, which we got planning permission in 2012 for the fence and the floodlights and a path round and a couple of stands, which were the first two stands over there. And those two stands at the time were the height and level of the football pitch.
Yeah, I always remember them two stands being there, and I mean really when you consider it was 2008 with the senior side, I mean the club progressed a lot in a short space of time.
Yeah, it has. The junior section, they've got over 30 teams now. I think when we first got involved there was 6 or 7. That was well back when I was getting involved at under-8s, when the lad was playing. The progression of the club on a whole, the ladies, the academy, everything, it comes together, it just snowballs gently along, and there's no reason to stop it. Just the growth is there. While we can cope with what growth is coming along, it will continue.
Yeah, I mean even from last season, I'm just zooming in on the new stand at the bottom here, and just behind the stand the toilets as well. And then obviously not long after the little terrace stand behind the goal. So I mean it's I mean, what are the other plans for the future?
Yeah, well a pleasing thing is we've started at the lowest levels of non-league, which was at the rock bottom, and we've had to progress a team that is going to go through the leagues at the same time as doing the stadium, and now we've got it to a point where we can go through step 4 without having to make any more improvements. We've paid for some of the bits ourselves because we've generated money within the club and it all goes back in, so we've used that to pay for the stand and the toilet blocks. which is what we needed for step 4.
Yeah.
Also, it was more, we needed it for when there's nearly 500 kids coming through here every week training, so we needed the facility for them as well.
Yeah, and obviously the ladies team when the bar wasn't open as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's another reason why we've put a cafe in place. The size of that building, the running cost is extortionate, but if we can reduce what we're using to that small area for certain games and training nights,
Yeah.
and then they can use that facility. We've got the toilets here. There is toilets inside them because we're getting a bit of an income off a CAF as well, that it's worthwhile paying someone to open it.
Yeah.
And it's another progression for the club.
Yeah.
For what people need.
So how about any more stands going in?
Well, we'd love to finish off beyond the top goal.
Yeah. Perhaps extend it
all the way across.
all the way.
Near enough to the corner flag each side would be
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Opposite where it's raised up.
Yeah.
A lot of people like to stand there because it's a raised viewing area. We'd like to cover that over.
Yeah.
And when we get to step 3, we need 200 seats in one stand.
Yeah.
So we'd love to another 3 sections of the modular seating.
Yeah.
With the players' walkway between.
Yeah.
So you'll have seating, walkway, seating, and then entrances through the stand to the toilets.
Wow.
Which it'll all need planning permission, but it's just plans. This is where all that's been surfaced and tarmacked ready for that.
Yeah.
The players, the gate entrance to the pitch has always been put opposite the new home door dressing room, because we always knew that was going to happen. So we've always planned ahead. So if ever the need is there, that area is ready for modular stands to be dropped on.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, it's absolutely terrific. I mean, it's come on. I remember the slope on that grass pitch when I first came down there.
Right opposite,
Yeah.
used to be the dugouts.
Yeah.
And you used to have to walk, the spectators walked in front of the dugouts through the technical area to get past. And there was a great picture years ago when Paul Holt was manager of the reserves.
Yeah.
And he's just about to point instructions to someone, and a fan is actually ducked and put his hand up
Yeah.
to move his hand. Just walking in front of him. But the slope on the pitch used to be up there as well, and the times the ball used to look like it was going out.
Yeah.
And then it'd roll back in.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's absolutely terrific. Well, thanks for that, Liam. We better get in the city centre soon, haven't we? The pubs are open.
Looking forward to the next bit.
Yeah. Our first pub on our pub crawl, we're going into the Georgian Dragon. Well, here we are. As you walk into the pub, you got that Prince Rupert. Situated at the rear of the pub, in the garden, you will find Prince Rupert's Mount. Prince Rupert, nephew of Charles I, was probably the most famous and distinguished royalist during the Civil War. Prince Rupert laid siege on Lichfield from the Mount, and on the 21st of April 1643 captured Lichfield from Parliamentarians. Easy for me to say. Just walk in, this is the... I've got the half. And a few real ales on show as well. We got Timothy Taylor Landlord, Hobgoblin Gold and Pedigree. 3 standard good beers. Not that you're on the real ale, are you? No.
Not for me.
That's the garden out there. And through here into the, I suppose the bar area. Dartboard. Oh, there's directors on as well, look. And 4 real ales on. A nice little bar. Lovely fireplace. And oh yeah, it's a fragment of a mortar ball. And there's Prince Rupert himself. What a handsome fellow, eh? And toilets. And and then a garden area as well. So a lovely pub this is. There we go. This is where they did they fire the cannonballs towards the cathedral, did you say, from here? This is the mount. And, like you say, a lovely view of the cathedral. Seeing all three spires. This pub was built in 1818, so over 200 years old. Yeah, this is at the King's Head, and it's the oldest public house and birthplace of the Staffordshire Regiment. It's King Edward VII. Okay, here we are in the King's Head. Glen beams up there as well. Absolutely wonderful, beautiful old fireplace. And a nice room in here as well. Old piano there. This is King's Road. Imagine the stagecoaches coming up here. Beautiful, beautiful place. Half a pedigree this time. They also had Wainwright's and Banksy's bitter as well. So this is the King's Head. The next one, we're coming up to the Horse and Jockey. Over 21, so we might have to leave you outside, Dad.
Hey! I've got my ID on me.
So in we go, let's see what's in here. Okay, we've got a super selection of real ales here in the Horse and Jockey, as well as the normal Guinness. I've gone for the Abbeydale Brewery one, the Cetus, which is a beautiful tasting pint. So obviously a pub that knows how to look after its real ale, and a very spacious place as well. It's always good when you got the cheese and ham cobs, and it goes all the way back here. Oh yeah, there's a beer garden out there. Not a day for drinking outside though. I think it goes all the way through here as well. So this is the third pub, and I definitely recommend all three to come in, but this has got a super selection of real ales. There's a couple more, or Bass. And HPA as well, Y Valerie Brewery. So what a super selection. If you love your real ale, get yourself to the Horse and Jockey in Lichfield. And pork pies and everything as well. Bowl of olives. Superb stuff. Hey, we're at the Queen's Head now. Looks like it's a Marston's pub. Let's have a look. Okay, we're in the Marston's pub. We got Pedigree, Wainwright's, and the Hobgoblin Gold just over there. The darts board. Again, nice fireplace. And, yeah.
Tell you what, that Carlsberg's awful.
And yeah, it's a lovely room actually. I'm not sure what's down there. Got the gents down there. Oh, out into the beer garden there. Should we take a look? Why not? And again, there's 3 real ales here. Little beer garden out there. Not a bit too cold and wet. But again, another cracking pub in the Lichfield city centre. This is the Queen's Head, and just had a sip of my Wainwright's, which was superb as well. So again, another pub obviously know how to look after their real ale. Coming into the Angel Inn now, which is a Jules pub. So I do like the Jules beer. So let's go inside here. Okay, well, a few real ales here in there. What a cracker. A few Jules on the left there, and I'm going for the Jules Mosaic Pale. Getting harder to say the more I drink. And a lovely place in here. Into a room at the top there. It's a nice traditional look about this pub. Some pudding, sausage rolls and things, and piano again. So you can go to smoke, and there's some outside chairs out there. Super little place. I've been in here before once. So another super real ale pub in Lichfield. Into the Earl of Lichfield, better known locally as the Drum, because it's absolutely banging. Okay, so we got Pedigree and Hobgoblin in here, and it's a nice little venue as well. So another good pub to try in Lichfield. And they're loving it, look. Fabulous. Hey, now we're coming into the beer bomb. The beer bomb. I'm really feeling it now. And we'll see what this is like. Okay, well, we're in the beer bomb, and there's my Arbor Light being poured. There's a nice looking porter there. I'm going on the 3.61 because I am feeling it, I'll be honest. And it's a nice pub, Billy. Coming there, some of the ales coming in shortly. And there's an upstairs as well. So I'll take a little look upstairs. Oh dear, these stairs. The joys of old age. Oh, and this is lovely. This is a very comfortable room to come and sit in. This is the beer bomb in Lichfield. What a fabulous, fabulous place. I love it. We're in the Whippet Inn, a micro pub. And all they do is real ale in here, boys. Sorry about that. Well, I'm in the Whippet here. And a super selection of ciders and real ales. They don't do a lot else. They do a lager and some gin, but this is exactly what it is. It's a micro pub, and it is tiny. There's about seating for 25 people. I think it holds around 40 people overall. But what a fabulous place, and what fantastic beer. It's absolutely superb. I love these places. This is the Whippet in Tamworth, on Tamworth Street. We're coming to Lee Garden for something to eat now, because I'm absolutely hammered, and and I think I'm having a soft drink here. So we'll see. Oh, in Lee Garden. Just had my beef curry and boiled rice. I've been extremely brave today with me Coca-Cola. Still on the beer. Can handle it a lot better than I.
It's gone from a Birmingham flight. midday to Nice.
There he is, stuffing his mouth,
7:35.
enjoying every single mouthful.
Corfu.
Here we go again, open wide and it goes, and beautifully done. And Liam, your favourite Lichfield player of all time?
It's
Is that including Joe Haynes, or do I have to leave him out?
No, it can include Joe Haynes if you like.
Oh, there can only be one Joe Haynes, can't there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Mr. Lever, there's a rumour going around that you've got to commission a statue for Mr. Haynes outside the ground.
no chance. A cardboard cutout, I think it was, Brooksy, that we were talking about. Not a statue, a cardboard cutout.
Not the bronze statue you promised.
Well, I can spray the cardboard cutout in bronze if you want me to. But
To that beautiful curry. I'm now in the Duke of York. 1664 this building was built apparently. So here we go, the Duke of York. Oh, can I do it? Oh, look at this. Look at that fireplace. The clock in here. The beams on the ceiling. What a magical building in there. Look at that. Look there. Absolutely wonderful. As I come back out here, just look at the beams, Mr. Chairman. Look at them beams. They are just absolutely incredible. Charles II when this building was built. And there's a huge beer garden out here. A log fire there. Oh, sorry, mate. And what a fabulous place. Wow, Lichfield, full of history, and there's another room in there as well. Cellar just down there. What a wonderful public house. Well, this is the Bittersweet pub, and it's a wonderful microbrewery pub. Not just down the road from the railway station. We unfortunately got here too late to be able to try it out. It was closed by the time we got here, but it's definitely a pub I've been in before, and definitely one I'd recommend. Bittersweet.